is just a goldmine of talent, so much so that we can afford to share. And one of our most successful exports to the UK is Blitz. On this week's track record, he gives Raul all the deets on what makes him tick. Break it down, Blitz.
This week on the track record, we have Blitzkrieg, aka Blitz.
Oh boy, yes, I'm at it again. I like my woman friend feminine with Indian skin.
Toronto's own Blitz was first discovered in the UK by Punjabi MC. He's had 3 singles on the BBC Asia Network's top 10 charts. Blitz's debut album earned him 2 UK Asian Music Award nominations for Best Newcomer and Best Urban Act. Tell us a little bit about your influences in hip hop growing up, whether mainstream or even Canadian as well.
I was really influenced by like a lot of early '90s East Coast hip hop. So people like Nas, Mobb Deep, the entire Queensbridge movement, Boot Camp Click, so Mos Def, Talib Kweli. So I was really influenced by that underground New York scene that was very popular in the late '90s, and I think you can pick it up in a lot of my music, especially a lot of my earlier music. That it was really influenced by that that East Coast sound.
It's the Indian Revolution every time that I spit it. Kinda like Mahatma Gandhi when he spoke about the British. He's with it, overthrow the oppressor, teach him a lesson. Without struggle, man, there's never progression.
Yeah, definitely, man. I mean, Chocolate has to be one of them. I was fortunate enough to do a video with him, Dil Luggi. And, the entire Rap Essentials, when Beat Factory came out with Rap Essentials in the late 90s, that was the biggest thing to happen to, Canada. And that's Arnell Official, Mathematics, Chocolate, Brass Monk, everyone, and Infinite. And, growing up in the west end of Mississauga, all those guys from Rexdale.
Call me Slumdog Baby, because my whole attitude is pay me. Better watch out when the boy get crazy. Make a movie about my life, Sanjay Dutt could play me.
Lyrically, are there certain things that you always try to get across? Are there certain messages, or do you just kind of say, okay, depending on the track, this is what I'm going to end up laying down to it?
I think at the end of the day, it depends on the track, so every track has its own message, but you have to have I always have an underlying theme on my albums. So what I'll do is I'll strategically make singles that'll get radio play and video play, stuff that you'll see on VMIX and Omni. Thank you very much for supporting. But, when people go and buy the album, you'll have deeper, meanings and messages behind songs where, you're really trying to send a message to the youth.
Obviously, the first time I, really heard about you, Roach and Parache, was a track called Jadoo. Something really interesting where, you took a reggae beat, shot a whole video to it. How did that collaboration come together? And, looking back at your career since then, what did that track mean to you guys?
That really launched the career of, all 3 of us together, where it was kind of, people called it a super group, So, me and Parache went to school together. After releasing my first album, he reached out to me, and, I always knew he was a phenomenal singer. He said to me, hey, we should do some work together. I had an idea for the track already, so me and Roach were at Roach's house, and we were just kind of messing around with the beat. And I was like, hey, let me call this guy I know, Parache. And we called him, brought him down, and we literally made that track in 15 minutes. We shot the video in about an hour. It was a joke, and next thing you know, it's just playing at every single party, and it's got hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube, and it's been a very successful track for us. And after we did that, we realized the formula which works for us, and we just keep applying that.
Get with ya and take your picture. I'm hooked on the jeans you wearing, hooked and I just can't stop staring. You like my name, like my game, love the way I make it rain. You in love with the way I live. These groupie chicks